Hello, Cancer. How are you guys doing? This is your bonus reading for August 2023. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm looking for details that I either missed or just totally left out of the main monthly reading. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of this video. That's where you will find everything you need to know. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on into this. Starting the bonuses off with the person from the past. If you're not inquiring about a person from the past, please sit tight. I'll get with you here in just a minute. Any other important messages we can tell Cancer about the person from the past, universe? Any other important messages? King of Cups in the reverse. I don't know what to say about that yet. Ace of Swords, though. King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, this was definitely a codependency connection. So we got 3 kings here. The only one in the upright is the King of Pentacles. This doesn't look like a very solid character to me. I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. I mean, I will say that I feel like this person is still harboring lots of bitterness, you know, lots of anger, but could be an earth sign for some of you, maybe. I think depending on how recent this was, this person has probably tried several times to get your attention. They've tried several times to get your attention to try to see if they can lure you in. But I don't know if you straight up ignored that or if it just never hit your radar. But since that didn't work out the way they wanted it to, they've pretty much given up on that. With the Ace of Swords in the upright, though, I do feel like they know what they want to say to you. I can't tell yet whether or not they're taking any action towards you. We'll look at that here in a minute. But, yeah, I feel like they attempted to try to see if they could get you to reach out. You know, like posting something directed towards you, hoping that you were watching, something like that, you know. Okay, well, let's look at their feelings and intentions then. What is it that they want? Why are they trying to get your attention? What's the point of that? Why are they trying to get your attention? What do they want with you? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? All that good stuff. Okay, the Two of Wands. So honestly, okay. Trying not to get too specific here, but this really feels like they hadn't really made a final decision. They may have wanted it to look like they made a final decision and was completely and totally done and over with you. But that wasn't the case. I don't think they were really fully, like, all the way committed to walking away from this. But they were not going to come chasing after you. They would only attempt a reconciliation under one condition, and that is you have to come running and chasing after them. Strength card reversed. See. They're more vulnerable than they were letting on. Queen of Cups, I told you. I knew it. Yeah, they still love you. Yes, they do. Okay. That's mainly what I was looking for. But with this Nine of Wands energy here, doesn't look like they're waiting for you in a very welcoming, like they're not waiting for you with open arms. Let's just put it like that. They're not waiting with open arms. They're waiting with their guard up. So Two of Cups reversed. Okay. It's hard to say whether or not their intentions are coming from a bad place. I mean, that sounds to me more like it's coming from a place of ego than anything. That just feels like ego to me. I miss you. I love you, but I'm too proud to come chasing after you. Sitting and waiting and wishing for you to come chasing after me, but I'm too damn proud. I'm not going to come do it. Do you know what? Does this make sense? You get what I'm saying, right? You get it. Okay. Well, let's see if they're ever going to decide to take any kind of action. Is there going to be any kind of outcome with this situation? Are they going to show up in your inbox? Or are they going to show up? They're going to show up outside your window with some flowers and a guitar playing you a song. Oh man, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if did people really used to do shit like that back in the day, or is that just in the movies? You always see that in the movies, but I couldn't imagine doing something like that in real life. Maybe, I guess. Wonder if anybody's actually ever really done that. Like in real life, Sure it's happened out there somewhere in recorded history. All right. What's the outcome then? What's the outcome? Empress. Okay, if you're sitting and waiting on them, it's not looking like they're taking action with the Ace of Wands reversed. It's not looking like they're coming forward with any kind of offer. No new start is happening. And you know what? That might be the best thing, honestly. That might be the best thing. 10 of Cups reversed. Not seeing a reconciliation happening here, but I think that might be the best thing, dude. The universe might just be doing you a favor. You may not be aware of this, but I think the universe is doing your ass a favor. Universe doing your ass a favor. 5 of Swords reversed. See. Tower card. Blum, blum, blum. Let's get the advice. Let's see if there's any advice here. Would it be a good idea for my Cancerian friends to come chasing after this person? What would happen, man? What would happen? Oh, look, dude. It's straight up saying no. That's pretty direct. It doesn't get much more direct than that. The communicate when I say is what's the advice? And the communication reverse card jumps right out. It's saying it would not be a very smart idea to communicate with this person. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Will it tell me why not? Oh, because you have somebody new coming in. Oh, okay. Because you already have a new soul contract. Because you got a new soul contract due to come in. The next person who's due to come in is a new person. You do not have anybody from the past due to come back. Queen of Swords. It would not be a very smart idea to show this person any emotion. They will more than likely use it to their advantage. Man, that's just I think we already talked about that. I told you all that in the last video, didn't I? I think that was you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was you. One of y'all big-hearted fucking signs out there. Just a stone cold, rock solid, sad fact of life, man. Now, the starseeds who are here assisting in the shift, the awakening, the ascension, we're working around the clock to get up out of this, day in and day out, working on the grid, spreading light, awakening consciousness. So one of these days we're going to eventually get up out of this, but we're not there yet. So unfortunately, here on planet Earth, if you got a big old ass heart like you got vultures. You got vultures just watching. You don't even know. They're way up in the trees. Vultures and crows, and they're watching. whenever they see some prey with a huge fucking heart, they swoop in. They do. They do. Not trying to discourage you. I'm not trying to spread fear. Not trying to be negative. I'm just telling you the stone cold, rock solid facts. So there are people, you got to be careful and picky and choosy who you show your emotions to. You just got to be wise about it. I'm not saying put your walls up and just be cold and close off to everybody. You just got to be wise about it. You just got to be picky and choosy. That's all. And this person, I think, is one of those people. Let's do singles now. Let's check out the singles. Single Cancerians. And the person that you're interested in. Any other important details? Anything I missed from the main monthly reading? Six of Wands. Ace of Swords upright. I'm kind of feeling like an offer is going to be made. I'm feeling like an offer is going to be made. I do see a new start happening between the two of you. I do. But man, I can never... dude, every time I always do the best that I can to steer around this and avoid it. Past energy. Past energy. One, the other, or possibly both of you, is carrying past vibrational baggage. So I don't know if this person is still trying to get back with their ex. I don't know if they're just kind of like giving you a chance, but they're really, as soon as their ex shows up in their inbox, you know, you ever, I don't know, man, but I am kind of feeling like an offer is going to be made and y'all are giving this a shot. What deck did I use there? Okay. That's all this is really telling me. It's not going into deep detail. It's really not. Okay. Well, let's see how they feel about you. How's this person feel about Cancer universe? King of Wands. Okay. So this person ain't trying to play no games. They ain't trying to play no games. But they're still... Wait a minute. Hang on. Something's fishy here. Something's fishy. Okay. Well, okay. There it is again, dude. So they ain't trying to play no games, but it's like they're being really, really, really extreme about it. Does that make sense? I know that it's almost like they're going a little bit too extreme with that, to the point to where they're going to cross the line into being paradoxical and contradictory. You know, where it's like, I'm not playing no games, but they stand. I'm trying to word this the best that I can. They're standing so strong in that energy, and they're being so selfish and so just self-centered that they could end up playing fucking games. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't think of a better way to word that. This person's just really, 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 really hardcore, you know, not playing no games. So it's almost because they got their defenses up, man. This person's very hurt, very damaged, very defensive. Hopefully, hopefully you've seen that type of energy before and you know what I'm talking about. Again, like I said, can't steer around it. Six of Cups reversed, World card reversed, past energy. So let's look at the outcome of this situation then. It's not really looking like it's turning into anything serious right off the bat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's the outcome of this situation? Five of Swords reversed. Now, for the first month or so, I'm kind of feeling like this is a very superficial kind of connection relationship. You know, y'all are giving this a shot. You're seeing where it goes, but no emotional connection is cultivating. It's very surface level. You all aren't connecting heart to heart. You may be like spending a lot of time around each other, hanging out a lot, probably sleeping together and whatnot, but there's no emotional connection forming there. It's strictly a surface level, you know, surface level relationship. It's the only way I can think to word that. And it's kind of plateauing. And I don't see a solid decision one way or the other being made for the first month. It does look like it is running the risk of turning into a codependency relationship. And that's what happens when a true emotional connection isn't cultivated. It ends up turning into a toxic attachment. Toxic attachment and emotional connection are two totally different things. Two completely and totally different things. But I'm kind of feeling almost like, now we're going way outside the time frame here of August, but if the energy keeps rolling down this same track, I feel like you're probably going to end up losing interest before it turns into a toxic attachment. I don't even really see you staying that interested that long, because once an emotional connection, you know, there's a grace period in the beginning. We're just now getting to know each other. Maybe you got some damage. I know I got some damage. You know, there's a grace period in the beginning, but after a certain point, it's like, man, I know we ain't been together very long, but it's been long enough to where we should be connecting heart to heart. And if we're not, I'm kind of losing interest. I don't know if I want to take this any further. I could see this leading to heartbreak in the future. What's the advice then? What's the advice? Oh, don't be afraid. I tell people this all the time. Don't be afraid to turn something down that doesn't feel right. Now, you want to think it through. You want to think this through. I'm not saying that just because you wake up in a bad mood one day and it doesn't feel right one day, you leave immediately. Think this through. Give it some time. I always say 1 month. Give it some time. Do the best that you can to communicate, get to know each other, study this person, have conversations, see if you can get them to tell you what their feelings and intentions are, and all that good stuff. And then after a month, 2 months max, dude. And that's just a generous fucking grace period. If you're still unclear as to where you stand with this person, cut it off. Cut it off. The more you show the universe that you have too much respect for yourself than to attach yourself to somebody who doesn't value you, if you show the universe you can stand up for yourself, that puts you closer and closer and closer to the vibrational bandwidth that will eventually end up attracting your actual person. See, this is the energy that we're talking about here. 9 of Cups. See, this dude has emotional independence, emotional integrity. The next step is the 10 of cups. 9 of cups, 10 of cups. 9 of cups, 10 of cups. That's not done that way by accident. It's done that way for a very specific reason. Okay. All right. New person. New person, new person. Do 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 do. New person, new person. Ba do ba do 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 do. If you're not dealing with or inquiring about a new person, this is not for you. How does the energy look between my Cancerians and the new person? Let's see. 10 of Wands in the reverse. So this might be a bit of a breath of fresh air. Hang on. Okay, Hierophant reverse, Justice. Okay, you're approaching this. Okay, so you're approaching this with as level of a head as you possibly can. I think this is very likely unlike anybody you've ever dealt with before. And that's a good thing, because you don't want somebody who's like anybody you've dealt with before, because nobody you dealt with before was successful, were they? So that's a good thing. However, the catch-22 is, if you've never dealt with anybody like this before, it's going to be unfamiliar. It doesn't matter how good it is, unfamiliar equals uncomfortable. So it might be a little bit weird. You're looking for red flags. You're trying to be smart about this. But it feels like a breath of fresh air. I've never dealt with nobody like you before. I don't really know how to react to this type of situation. I don't really know how to act around a person of your caliber. But it feels like a breath of fresh air. That's the only way I can think to explain it. Let's see their true intentions. True intentions. What do they really want with you? Does this person want the real deal? Or are they just fucking playing? I don't have a negative feeling about it. I could be wrong, but let's see. 8 of Wands. I think they actually would rather things move a little bit faster than they're moving. But I don't think they're going to be disrespectful and pushy at the same time. They're in the middle of a very rough transition in their life. They have low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem, and this person is very defensive too. They are very defensive. They have an inferiority complex. They're afraid of rejection, afraid of abandonment, but they don't have bad intentions, you know, and that's good, man. To at least now, intentions are the most important thing. Now, it's not the end all be all, but it is the most important thing. However, just because you have good intentions doesn't mean you're going to do good things, you know? So I don't know how emotionally mature this person is. So far, it's not really indicating the level of effort that they're willing to put in on working on themselves and healing and evolving and bettering themselves and whatnot. But it doesn't look like, because there's so many people out here who literally their head pops off the pillow in the morning with, all right, who can I fuck over today? Who can I manipulate today to get what I want? What's a good bullshit lie for me to come up with today? There's a lot of men out there who are wandering around going, all right, how can I find the stupidest bitch who will believe my bullshit so I can slide her panties off super easy? I'm telling you, man, they out there. And there's lots of ladies out there. Oh, man, how can I find some bitch-ass little simping little bitch boy with no fucking backbone so that I can take control of him and manipulate him and boss him around and turn him into my little bitch? They're out there, men and women. They're out there. So it's good when you meet somebody who don't have those kind of intentions. That's a good thing. It is a good thing. So I don't think that anything like that, whether you're dealing with a man or a woman, I don't think they have any kinds of intentions like that. I don't think they do. They do not. So that's a good thing. That's a plus. Okay, let's look at the outcome then. Will it take a turn for the best, take a turn for the worst, or will things just plateau out for the month? What's the outcome? World card reversed. Looks like a plateau. Looks like a plateau. Things are headed in the right direction, though. Things are headed in the right direction. I don't see things failing. Things are headed in a pretty positive direction. I don't know what it is. There's been several signs that things are plateauing out. And what is it? Let's see. It's Leo season going into Virgo. But we do have that Venus retrograde in Leo as well. Now, I'll have to talk to David about that. I don't know much about all that stuff, but I'm seeing some patterns here. Not with everybody, but lots of different signs are dealing with similar situations, similar kind of, sort of. Okay, let's get the advice then. If no action is happening, what's the advice? Okay, be careful and do not allow this to turn into just a sex-based connection. So when you're getting to know somebody, this is really important, okay? When you're getting to know somebody, don't just listen to what they say. Listen to what they say. I'm not saying don't. Make sure their actions match up with their words, but pay attention to how they treat other people. Very close attention. Very close attention. Like, say they go to introduce you to their friends. And, for example, you're on your way to go hang out with some friends. And then they say, shh, don't tell them I told you this. I'm not supposed to say anything. Oh, so you can't be trusted with a secret. Okay. Noted. Shh, don't tell them this. Tell them this. Oh, okay. So you're a liar. Okay. Gotcha. Noted. Don't forget to pay attention to how they treat other people. Y'all go out to eat at a restaurant, for example. Pay attention to how they treat the waiter or the waitress. Just watch and observe how they treat others, how they treat their friends, how they treat their family. If you see them, walk with integrity, regardless of where they are, regardless of who they're around, make sure that they are a person that everybody can trust. Because if there are people, especially in their circle of friends and family, that they ain't 100% real, open, and honest with, that means you probably can't trust them either. Yup. All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Cancerian friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still continue to show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.